Back again in the Dragon's Lair, here for a big leg session today. A lot of that will be encompassing intensity techniques like drop sets, rest pause sets. That's what you see through the session. We're going to go hard, we're going to make it a good one. I'll see you on the other side. Yeah, so just warming up, get everything mobile and firing before we move into the compound stuff. We'll probably do leg press, maybe a second compound, I'll see how I feel. But a lot of intensified today, a lot of volume, a lot of reps, a lot of squeezing. So that's the first part of the session. Now we're warm, now we'll attack some heavy stuff. We're going to intensify or two on there. Leg press you can always get nasty with drop sets or rest pause sets. And then we'll just go from there. Rep range is what the key is for getting that balance between intensity, load and safety. So I'm sticking to 20 reps, 10 plates aside, 20 reps is a good amount of weight, good amount of load. There's going to be a good amount of intensity in 20 reps. So that's the way I like to do things at the end of a prep. I call it managing your physique, managing inflammation, still making sure output is high to drive fat burning, and having some hard sessions. So, because what happens with some people in prep, as their food drops down, their output and their intensity drops down as well, which means the deficit stays the same. So if your coach is taking calories to increase that deficit, your intensity drops, you've just null and voided what your coach has done for you. And that's why people have step counts to monitor output. I know, I've been in this long enough, I know if I've gone out of that session and I've gave it half-ass, that's when I feel guilty. And I don't want to go home feeling like that, so I make sure I have a fucking good session while I'm here. This set, I'm going to do a rest pause set. So I'll do 20, I'll rest, I'll do as many as I can to failure. thinking about what my physique's gonna be like on stage, wanting to show a certain package, my training is tailored to that end look, where I need those lines, where I need those cuts, those tie-ins. So this is for the hamstring glute tie-in. It's a Bulgarian split squat, rear foot elevated on a bench, Smith machine for balance instead of using dumbbells. You can use that if you want. Great exercise for that glute hamstring tie-in. For me, this is why as well, I don't use a logbook, I don't have a session plan that I repeat week after week after week, because it's what feels good on the day, what feels right on the day. Again, visualizing that end look, what can I use next for that? Okay, choose that. It makes it a lot easier when you're traveling as well, because you're not got the stress of having to find equipment that are like the plan you've got and matching your logbook up, blah, blah, blah. At this stage, I want to keep stress to a minimum, just enjoy training as much as I can and keep intensity as high as possible. One thing that's really improved for my legs this year, the hamstrings. Being so tall, I've always had a shallow hamstring and a quad sweep. Always had good quads on the front, like good detail, but getting that sweep, because my quad, the teardrop of the quad, just wants to take every ounce of load possible. So I've had to really control that mind muscle connection to the outer sweeps. And you can do that, bit of like manipulation of foot positioning and exercise selection. When you're on low food, when you're low body fat, you got to try and obviously not train like a pussy, but be mindful that you can do too much and dig yourself a hole. So it really, at this stage, it's about finding that balance between every element of bodybuilding. I'm going to use this now to stretch, so I'm going to put it on end range, which is number 2. I'm just going to load it up and hold the stretch just to finish off the hamstrings. I did like 60 pulses and I feel 60. So that's it. What we done, we did a leg extension, seated leg curl. Went on to leg press, did about 5 sets on there. Finished with a rest pause set. 2 sets of split squat, and then we've come over here and done hamstring curls. That's a complete quad, glute, hamstring workout. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment below, like the video, and I'll see you again.